My name is Rehema and I work with an organization called Reignite Africa here in Uganda. The pandemic has affected our work in such a way that, first of all, we are not able to reach our key constituents. We work with young people, especially young um, adults joining the market force and those working in their communities to create change, young advocates at the district and lower levels. So when the pandemic hit and we went into lockdown, we are not able to really reach them. Working with lean budgets makes it even harder. So we've had to put a pause on all our in-person trainings. There's some, for some programs, operationally, we've had to cut back on our time in office, and so we've had to reduce on our teams. For our volunteers who are usually coming to office to work, we've had to limit that amount of time that they spend in office. For those who can facilitate themselves, because as an organization we are not able, we don't have enough budget to cater for people working at home. We realize that many young people are struggling with a lot of mental health challenges that season. So yes, many of them have been deeply impacted. Many young leaders who do this work, who are advocates, do it without really much pay. So I think there's a fear factor, the anxiety that comes with not being able to earn, not knowing about the future. That's heavily impacted them. The solidarity, honestly, that's debatable because there's been organizations that were already part of big networks. And so some of them have been able to push forward that work, but many others really took long to find that voice and strategy to move forward. So I see a few, but not many. It's not been there really for the most part, especially for youth organizations. So in a way, the pandemic kind of was a blessing because it pushed us to think about ways to push forward our advocacy work, because working remotely was booming. So one way we've had to adapt is we've had this platform that's capturing youth experiences online. We are using those experiences to actually create case studies. We are hosting young people on radio talk shows and many other ways to ensure that their voices continue to be heard. I think the support the advocacy space needs currently is really, especially I'm speaking mostly for youth advocacy spaces, mentorship, but also flexible donors who are willing to listen and take advice.